Hey guys, Jeff with you today. I want to talk to you about overcoming loneliness. And it seems kind of weird to talk about that in a world in which we've never been more connected than we are now. And through social media, you can literally connect with thousands and thousands of people. But yet many of you are still going through isolation and loneliness. And I know exactly what that feels like. For those of you who know my story, for many years, my job required me to be around thousands of people. But being around thousands of people, I still felt isolated. I felt alone. I didn't have any real meaningful relationships in my business dealings. It was very shallow, and it just left me wondering, how in the world can I overcome this and be more successful socially and even increase my social activity and influence. So I want to talk to you today about how to do that. And I started out every single day of my life, I knew I had to be around other people, whether you're going to the post office or whether you're going to go out and get groceries or no matter, whatever you got to do, you're going to be around people. So be very aware, very cognizant of the people that are around you. Be very in tune with the people that you're going to interact with, and be willing to open up and have a meaningful conversation with those people, a little bit beyond surface talk. In other words, everywhere that I go, no matter where I am in the marketplace, I'll find someone and engage in a meaningful conversation with that person. And most people are very, very open to that. They love it when you take time to talk to them, connect with them, talk about what they're doing, their day, whatever. The conversation can go in a million different directions, and normally it does. And so you speak to people. It wasn't long ago that I spoke with a lady for like 30 minutes in the store, and we had such a great connection that by the time I left, me and my wife, she was waving at us, and it was like we were, best friends, had known each other our whole life. But I took 15 or 20 minutes and I connected with this lady with a meaningful conversation. Now, when you do that over and over and over and over every single day, and you're aware everywhere that you go that you're going to go beyond surface talk and make a meaningful conversation, it gives you the confidence to know that in any social environment, you have the confidence and the ability and the skill set to introduce yourself into that environment and connect with people. It's a very, very valuable skill for you to begin to develop. And then once you begin to develop this skill day in and day out every week of your life, then it's what I call the plus one. Do the plus one theory, and that is this. Everywhere that you go, say for example, you're going to have lunch with one of your buddies, one of your friends. I say, well, is there anyone else you think would like to come have lunch with us? Why don't you invite them along? Or if you're going to go out with another couple, you may want to ask them, hey, is there another couple that you know that you'd like to invite along with us tonight that would be willing to come? And all of a sudden, if you do that on a consistent basis, you're going to be exposed to a lot more people. You'll be able to use your confidence and your skills that you've learned by talking to people throughout the week, so you can have a meaningful and a connected conversation with the people that are sitting right in front of you. Now, you're not always going to connect with everybody, and we don't assume that. But as you do this over and over and over and over and over, you will begin to connect with more people than you really think you will, and you increase your social activity, and you find that it really does take care. You're really not lonely as much as you think you are, that you just maybe don't possess the skill set to introduce yourself into social environments and be successful with that and be confident with it. Now, whenever you start to do this and you're speaking to people and you're using the plus one method, be very particular about the language you use in the conversation. In other words, never assume they understand what you're saying. Never assume anything about that other person. Is that you want to be very descriptive and describing your goals and your dreams, or maybe even some of your struggles, or maybe something going on with your children, whatever it may be, wherever the conversation leads itself. You want to be very detail oriented, because that lends itself to a very meaningful conversation, and you're connecting with another human. And it's a beautiful thing when you connect with humans. Remember, when you're starting to adjust your life compass, as we talk about all the time, life compass is about making small changes in the way you think and things that you do every single week that will literally put your life in a brand new direction. So leave some comments below. Let me know how it's working for you. Let me know how some of the changes that you've made in your life that have really made a huge impact and a huge difference. And I'll see you next time.